Oh, I got this sweet rain effect. Finally it happened. So, what I had done, basically I just went back in the same fight. I just basically didn't pull Lyndall forward, and, really most of the rest of it went about the same. I just focused more on the Dark Knight earlier on. And, well, really that was about it. This is actually the same one from before. So there we go. Game. So yeah, that a-hole doesn't even say thanks. Like, yeah, it's 2 friggin' armies that I pissed off and you got off my back. Yeah, no thank you, though. And he gets some XP. And yeah. Anyone deserting today? Thankfully not. Yeah, apparently at some point you were supposed to have figured out that you're trying to track him down in order to get to the secret part of the Pirate's Graveyard. Which is literally just a friggin' box. Oh, there's that kid that he likes. They got shot for no reason. Like, random gangster guy. Oh. Or apparently he's one of the guys that survived that last fight. Oh, that's freaking depressing. Ugh. I don't know. Kind of the logic here doesn't necessarily make sense. Like, supposedly, he's searching for some huge treasure thing that's supposed to help fund the war and all that. Drop a save there. So from here, you basically just... Wait, actually. Wait. The thing. Make sure there isn't anything else. Anyway, yeah, so okay, now it's Pirate's Graveyard. So you basically have to get through 3 fights of this place, and then you finally get to recruit the guy. A whole long-winded thing. Not using these guys this time. Because, good lord, I do not want to be fighting those things with this kind of setup. Alright, so you're fine, these guys are fine. I guess Diebold and Folkert are gonna hold the left side, I think. Have probably the 2 main knights hold the right. And probably put the rest as casters. You know, Shameless has a tendency to get himself killed, so I'm gonna probably put in Feista. Does she have Guardian Force? I need her to learn Guardian Force. No. In that case, she is over here, and then Folkert is going to be the one guarding the squishies. Oh. Right. Okay, never mind. In that case, no guard for the squishies. No Golem, because it's a pretty difficult fight. I guess... a knight on each side. Alright. That's a little bit cut down. Man, I love this music, though. Like the sort of thing you'd expect to hear in an open-world game or something, you know? So relaxing. Go out and enjoy your grind. Made it to the coast. Kinda made me think of an MMO or something the first time through. Actually, let's immediately back that up. You can use stabs on other people, might as well smack Denim over the head with it. Never get some early damage going. Probably just gonna have the knights serving as a bit of a gap filler. Actually, I think I might have both of my knights just guarding the ramp. Yeah, probably have Kashua guarding this area, and then have the two knights right here. Prevent him from... Actually, you know what? Probably even up here. That should give a little bit more, more blocking room. Mostly the idea here is just to keep them at bay for as long as possible, and then just use the casters to do most of the damage so that they're not accumulating TP. Kept 2 clerics just in case revivals are needed. And... let's see. So apparently there's a patch coming out later. Most of the things that were kind of being a little bit glitchy earlier, or just weirdly... I mean, I guess glitchy is an okay word for it. Just generally being fiddly. Apparently he's working on getting those corrected. What? Alright. If it was any other fight, sure, but I don't really feel like wasting a bunch of revives here, so... yeah, there's no % chance to hit. Alright, yeah, so birds went down, lizards over there. Let's see, you probably just wait. You probably just start. You petrify. Dang it, I should use the other one. Oh well, just slow down then. I think Deneb's got petrify. Use it on this guy. I meant to give Bayan petrify as well. I wanted to have 2 of them that could do it. So even with its duration reduced, it's a really good flame move. There's just really no question on that one. Fine up there. And this may be a little bit of a weird one, but yeah. Ashwa is actually a really good pikeman. Inexplicably good at it, actually. Like, she's easily one of my top melee units. So basically have her as a like a halberdier kind of unit, and then from there she just can switch to be a caster if needed. Very versatile class. Honestly, I don't even see the point of something like her Dark Priest there. But apparently it's supposed to be really good now, so still gonna try to get it. That'll be down the line once I can actually get to it. Seems like the transcription thing is a book that I have to find still. I looked at a guide real quick just to figure out where to get it. Apparently it's on floor 23 at Palace of the Dead, so as soon as Azelston is on the team, that's where we're going. So Palace of the Dead, that's going to take a couple tries though. I'm going to go once before the end of the game. Just kind of get as far as possible, do as many doors as possible, and see where it all goes. And then from there, basically just going to go and do a lot of the other side stuff. Not going to go do the is there even a point in doing the Lindel stuff? That's just gonna be the same. I might just do the Lindel stuff. I'm not gonna do Gamp because I already have Gamp. I tried to do the thing for Ocean, but wrong route and just wrong everything in general there, so that's not gonna happen. Apparently to recruit her, you just need to have some, like, friggin' no Galistani kills or something? I don't know. I think I mentioned it last time, but I really don't see the point. I think I might actually care more about like Ocean as a character there if it didn't seem like she was constantly stoned. That weird look on her face. Oh, what's going on? I don't know. Like the only thing I remember about that character. Like, super revenge-driven, they had a crap ton of dragons that all died, and then weird stoner face. And I definitely should have done the still before stabbing. This is actually going a lot better than I ever would have expected. Especially given how well my last foray into this mess went. Only just getting absolutely crushed with no mercy. Also should be noted that Gildas is friggin' amazing. Like, this guy's just a one-man wall wherever I put him. Weird, he went transparent for a sec there. Actually, speaking of one-man armies, that was kind of nuts. I decided to make Denim into a Berserker for a while. I gave him the, as I like to call it, the Tyrannosaurus combo, which is pretty much the just a light axe on the forward hand, and then on the backhand have a fist weapon. The idea is just you do breach with one, and then poison with another, and then if they don't die from that, they'll die from the poison. And if you put that on a really strong character, basically what you get. Put a phalanx. Probably should have put it in the other slot, but I want him to go down and wreak some havoc. But yeah, so I made him into that kind of class, and just like, he was even going and just herb-stomping bosses. It was hilarious. Like, was doing that Bernicia fight, and there's, the bit where you fight Barbas in there. Literally just, like, went up to him, and I think he was, like, took off, like, 3/4 of his health or something with one hit. Or with one move. Again, bear in mind that these characters have been collecting cards for 3 full runs through the game now, so they're gonna be a bit OP. And even still, you know, even with all of the massive offensive advantage, and a lot of their stats being higher than, well, most would be at this point, even still, they're very, very, very killable, as has been already shown. The Fusilier squad basically went through, I would say, 1.5 campaigns, because most of the original ones from the Fusilier run ended up getting either killed off or deserting, and then, or of the no-skill run, sorry. Most of those ended up getting killed off or deserting, and then the uniques are just about the only ones that made it. I've had 2 desertions so far. One of Benedetto, who I guess will join the Holmes army, or the Strong Dadian army. And, the other one was, what's her face, Rosalia from the very first no-skill run. Which sucks, but oh well. I mean, to be fair, I completely get it. Try this. I've been testing out Grim Reaper and Conviction, and I probably actually should have started recording earlier. So, man, Rangers are amazing now. Like, that Grim Reaper ability. Like, its utility, granted, it's really inaccurate, like 30 to 40 to potentially 50 at best case scenario %. But just the utility of being able to run up, shoot in one direction, take out one random NPC, go back and take out another one. There's like Grim Reaper somebody else and heal on the same turn. It's nuts. Completely redonkulous. I like it. I think its inaccuracy makes up for it. Plus the fact that those points are then not being spent on other things. So, I don't know. I think it's pretty fair. I think it was like 80 or something. Man, what is with this stupid thing and hitting its 25% constantly? User are nuts. Guy's just gonna go over and drop some slows because his abilities aren't cutting it right now. Oh, actually one more thing that I failed to mention earlier. It's actually pretty noticeable how good heal, just like the basic tier 1 heal. It turns out when he said that those were improved, that did actually go ahead and apply to healing as well. So, like 20 points higher now. Bye-bye Bane! Or just barely survives. Holy crap. Actually, most of that last fight with Azelston was pretty much just like that, just two clerics instead of that guy. But just two clerics standing there and, you know, swapping out and taking hits and then healing each other up, and a bit nuts. This guy needs to be petrified because I'm tired of dealing with him. Go into a rock. Over here, hacking ban all the time. Dang, thing is freaking strong. Thunder Beast in any useful manner? Not really a point. Actually, I probably should have just gone for a Consecrate Edge. Actually, you know what? Exactly what I'll do. Yeah, Stunbringer and Strengthen at this point. Outlast being useful. Honestly, I've just been using it as kind of a self-target thing anyway. Kind of feels appropriate to use it that way. Quicken. I really like that, the new Princess of Whim move. More balanced. Definitely doesn't feel broken as hell as before. Basically, you're probably, if you're using it, odds are you're giving up a kill move in order to just move right now. Really solid. I don't know how it is that every time that Rakes over there seems to touch something that it needs balancing, it just somehow becomes friggin' beautiful. Good ideas coming out of there. Bye-bye, Lizard Man. I think I have somebody that probably could have recruited you, but whatever. I already have my lizards. All well and good. most reasonable thing is just and beat this guy down. Whatever's available. Go feed. Well, he needs a heal. Sweet, got money. Click to receive wires. Almost feels like targeted marketing. I look at my phone real quick and like, hey, got a thing that sold, money happened, and then immediately, like, pretty much at the exact same time, not even almost at the same time, like another message comes in like, oh, that thing on your Steam wishlist is for sale. Or is on sale. It's not the move I meant to make. Oh yeah, I forgot about the display log. Just forget about that thing. I know, I may forget about something. Who would thunk it? So many features in this game that it's just always strange that the balance was so weird. I mean, they've got little director commentaries if you look at the music. I mean, they've got all this extra side content. And just kind of decided to completely go nuts on that second half. Oh, hello! That looks pretty friggin' baller. What is that? Whatever, it's getting saved, whatever it is. Undercoat, wasn't that? Isn't that like an archer-specific item or some crap like that? Though this doesn't really have anything right now, so... basically a free speed-up for him. Still Dust the Man Beast is just going and rocking everything. I don't even know why I'm considering putting him up there. That's suicidal. Do your lowdowns. This might get him hit, but I'm relatively confident that it's fine. Eh. Oh, whatever. I'll just speed him up later. I don't know, there's something cathartically just beautiful whenever you can petrify something and then just surround them with all your squishy units and then just like give them a friggin' Mafia beatdown. That should not be as satisfying as it is, and I don't know if it leads to, I don't know, questions over sanity, but... any dang ways. Guy's gonna unpetrify soon. De-petrify him. Kinda feels like there was a bit of an issue in base game with when certain status effects took effect. And I say that because there were several times that like, I would petrify and then something would get immediately unpetrified. Never really made sense why. Trishula. But yeah, self-only for Outlast. I still think that that's the way to go with that one. Like I'm pretty sure that's... obviously there's, you know, good stuff to be able to go and buff your allies and stuff, but just the way I see it with Outlast, its main thing is like you can go and use Guardian Force and then Outlast at the same time, and then you're basically functioning as just a very angry bubble shield for your party. Hmm. No! Smack him. Fine. Sit here then. Heal him. Or no, heal him instead, actually. Oh, we have to wipe Bane up with a spatula. Get all these wrinkles off the rocks. Dang. Poor guy's holding together pretty well, though. Really a whole lot he can do, though. He's gonna sit here and eat some grapes. I'm not sure how to deal with that bird yet. Annoying. And I mean the other bird, by the way. Oh, I didn't even hit the button the second time, thank you. Or at least we'll get some weapon experience out of this. It'd be kind of funny if petrifying something like you do control golem on him. Then you get like a stone version of whatever it was that you were fighting. And that would be messed up. Can't use that. Ooh, we can go smack this thing around. Now, I could be wrong, but I think they did not have access to Instill Light before. As in their base game version they did, and then when the skill version for Instills came out, I believe they didn't have that. One reason or another. But yeah, they got it back now. This camera angle isn't confusing at all. Ah, whatever. Made a mistake on the click, I thought. Didn't. Pull out of range for ease. I think at the very least we can get him to go back to wasting heals on that thing. Awkward. Awkward terrain. Awkward everything. Okay. Dose. Oh, crapola. Ew. Thought Denim got a really fast second turn for some reason. No, you know what? Actually, no, she can't. I keep forgetting. There's a reason that they're not moving forward to go help everyone else, and that's because they're stuck behind this friggin' stony bastard. And the weird irony of it is they're not even really dug in here. They're the ones that dug in, they're the ones that dug out. They're the ones that are using all that to their advantage, because we're stuck in the same places and I'm all stunned over and over all over the place. Can you friggin' die, Mr. Healer? No, I needed subdue. Moving. Wow, that didn't work out. Well, I guess it did. That's our access. Not enough. Feed with smacking, I suppose. Oh, one thing oh, hell. Nope. One thing I forgot to show. So, actually, it's a little bit funny, but friggin' Elrig is amazing now. I haven't really used him in any of these parties yet, but, yeah, Captain Elrig, who you get for, basically going back and getting Saria the second time around. Dude looks like a proper pirate now. Or sea captain sort of dude. But, yeah, originally he's just like a priest. The hammer, for some reason. And, yeah, then this one comes around and they're like, no, he's awesome now. Does awesome things. Can you exercise? And I didn't get you holy water because I'm a moron. Alright. Yep. I need to remember to get her water. You know what, forget it, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Trishula. That again. Trishula. Hot rock. He's Trishula. Basically another name for a pointy, friggin' three-pointed spear. Oh man. Guess it's a perfect opportunity for heal 3 finally. Wham. We're gonna insta-heal. So satisfying. Heals actually heal now. Instead of that piddly, oh, they'll do like 10% of the health bar kind of crap. And you have to go and heal the same guy 40 times. Because that's how fun works. Like people want to feel like they're accomplishing something. I'm fine with that. Gets that gets Diebold a little bit more spear experience. But a couple of them, by the way, they don't actually have their respective weapon skills really leveled up too much. Because you know, big shock that I was doing this again, but I was going and messing around with who does what. And, well, I mean, Diebold was doing his Terranite thing, he had his 2 Terranite buddies, and that works, but I wasn't really finding any particular use for having 3 of them in the way that I was playing with these guys. So what I did was I went and switched Diebold to a defensive Spear Knight. Pretty much what I was doing is just I would set up a wall with one of them. Just, that about sums it up, really. So I would have one of them kind of traveling along with squishies. They would use Guardian Force and, in this case, Outlast. I would have another couple of them just going and holding off different parts, and then would have all the offense units go and do their thing on everybody. Which worked pretty well, actually. So far, the entire game up to this point has been an absolute breeze. So I started swapping around the level 20s there. Just because it started getting a little bit funky there. And yeah, that's a waste of MP, but whatever. So yeah, I couldn't find any feasible way to work in a 2-hander build for Diebold. So wasting a little bit of skill potential there, but... I don't think he's too worried about his future potential anyway. I mean, the guy's basically a walking corpse, so... that's a downer. And I guess it's time to have the casters go take care of you. It's taking a lot longer than I expected. Luckily, this is the only one that's super awkward. Well, no. Okay. There's a couple that are super awkward on their placement. One of them is like 3 flights in, I want to say, or fights in. Another one... Let's see, I know the second one is completely open, and love that one. But yeah, there's a few that are just a crap ton of spires and everything else. I'm not a fan of maps with obstructions. They're kind of complicated. Like to have simple choke points and things like that going on. Now, these all ignore terrain now, but they definitely don't ignore elevation. It's pretty noticeable. I think some of them ignore elevation. If you think about it. Build a bit. Dang close. These don't have any... It's fine. Fine with them taking shots, I just don't want them to have any healing abilities. See if we can push you ahead of the other guy. Just, alright. He'll be able to kill him now. Points to presumably run with here. Then run up and cast at this guy. Yeah, that's a good little laser drop. There. And of course he can't go anywhere. But can you firestorm this guy now? Almost. I think I'll probably just take the card. Just out of range. And I don't really have anyone down, so I can take another turn to set up. And there's the look of somebody that just accepted their fate. Well, gonna go out, might as well go out actually facing them. Better than here and be facing the ones that are actually killing you. Oh, actually no, Cashua can't get there. I don't think this guy will have enough oomph. No, he does. Good enough. Now let's see what that Thunder Coat is. If anyone can actually use it, because I want to say that was one of those super late game items. Oh yeah, 26. Enhances Earth abilities and resistance. Oh, you can use Storm Burst. Cool. Storm Burst on anyone. No, it's definitely not class restricted. There's just standard light armor. Who should I use this on? It feels like I should go slap this on Vice. Man, that's good. Nice. Okay. So, more stuff coming up next. So yeah, there's this fight, it's a totally open one. And then there's this one. You know, looking at it, I think that is actually the one where he joins you, and then it's like 3 more fights to actually get to the graveyard. I may not actually do that one. If he joins as a Buccaneer, then I really have no interest in making others into Buccaneers. I'm kind of happy with Canopus as a Vartan, and I know you can get those marks in other places now, so I think I'd rather just finish this off and then go straight to getting those marks through the transcription. Well, I guess it's not Enchiridion, or Gelada as I like to call it, but the transcription book. Apparently it's some Lamia on the 23rd floor there. So supposed to be killing that thing, getting the book, that sort of thing. But I'll see you in the next part, one way or another.